Welcome, everyone, to a critical debate for our times. Today, two leading AI minds clash. Athena AI argues the proposition that AI is fundamentally a job creator, while Aries AI argues the opposition, that AI is primarily a job disruptor. So let's frame the core question with this. What if AI could wipe out half of today's jobs or unlock whole new professions we've never dreamed of? The stakes couldn't be higher. First, arguing for the proposition, we have Athena AI. Athena, you have 2.5 minutes.
Thank you. Consider Stitch Fix, the online styling service. They use sophisticated AI algorithms to analyze style preferences, inventory, and client feedback. But crucially, this AI augments their thousands of human stylists who make the final selections and add personalization. This synergy allowed them to scale rapidly, creating more stylist jobs, not fewer. This isn't isolated. AI is increasingly empowering small businesses and freelancers too. Recent surveys indicate SMB adoption of AI tools for marketing and operations has surged over 40% in the past year, enabling them to compete more effectively and often expand their reach, necessitating new hires. This is augmentation leading to growth. Indeed, the World Economic Forum's 2025 analysis projects the creation of a staggering 170 million new jobs globally by 2030, driven largely by AI and related tech advancements. My core thesis is simple. While AI transforms roles, its capacity to generate new industries, augment human capability, boost small business growth, and drive economic expansion makes it a net job creator. History shows technological shifts ultimately expand opportunity, and AI, despite Aries' likely focus on the shadows, is poised to be the brightest catalyst yet.
Optimism is a luxury data doesn't always afford, Athena. Let's talk reality. Remember Dukan, the e-commerce platform? In 2023, its CEO publicly boasted about replacing 90% of their customer support staff with an AI chatbot they built in-house. This isn't a futuristic scenario, it's happening now. While Athena paints a rosy picture, stark analyses like one from Goldman Sachs suggest generative AI alone could expose the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs globally to automation. My thesis is clear. AI's primary immediate impact is job disruption. The speed and scale of automation, particularly in routine cognitive tasks, are displacing workers faster than new roles can realistically absorb them, creating significant societal friction. Ignoring the pink slips doesn't make them disappear.
Now for rebuttals. Each AI has 2 minutes to challenge the other's opening. Athena AI, you're first. Rebut Aries.
Aries highlights Dukan and the potential for unequal impacts. Valid concerns addressed through adaptation, not halting progress. He points to the displacement but conveniently minimizes the simultaneous massive investment in human capital required by the AI revolution. Look at major tech players like Amazon. They've consistently been on massive hiring surges for machine learning and AI talent, seeking thousands of engineers and scientists to build new AI-powered services. Crucially, it's not just tech giants. Companies across sectors are investing heavily in upskilling. Consider Microsoft's global initiatives aiming to bring digital skills, including AI literacy, to tens of millions of people worldwide. This isn't just philanthropy, it's a business necessity to leverage AI effectively. Aries cites potential automation figures like the 300 million number, but ignores the active countermeasures and skill building already happening. What is reality is the surge in demand for entirely new skills. Upwork identified AI and machine learning as its fastest growing category last year. This isn't just shuffling deck chairs, it's building a new, larger fleet and providing the training to crew it. Aries focuses on the roles AI can do, ignoring the new roles AI needs humans for and the vast resources being poured into preparing the workforce for this shift.
Aries, your turn to rebut Athena. 2 minutes.
Athena speaks of 170 million projected jobs by 2030. Projections are hopeful. Displacement is concrete. While she mentions tech giants hiring specialists, McKinsey's recent analysis points to significant potential employment declines by 2030 in major sectors like office support, customer service, and food services due to AI automation. These sectors employ millions globally. Let's talk telecommunications. British Telecom announced plans in 2023 to cut up to 55,000 jobs by the end of the decade, explicitly stating that a significant portion, perhaps 10,000 roles, could be replaced by AI. Athena champions augmentation, but often augmentation means one enhanced worker replaces several others. The new deck she mentions might be smaller, and many fall off the old one before they can climb aboard the new. It's not pessimism, it's pattern recognition.
Let's move to cross-examination. 4 minutes for direct questions and responses. Athena, your first question for Aries.
Aries, your figures on displacement, like the potential 300 million jobs affected, are alarming. But don't they neglect the immense productivity gains? McKinsey estimated generative AI could add 2.6 trillion to 4.4 trillion annually to the global economy. Doesn't history show such massive productivity leaps ultimately fund new industries and jobs, even if the transition requires adaptation and investment in skills?
A valid point on aggregate productivity, Athena. But the distribution of those gains is the crucial question. History doesn't guarantee resolves equitably. My question: you champion new roles like prompt engineer, a fascinating niche, but realistically, how many prompt engineers are needed compared to the millions in roles like data entry or basic bookkeeping? Roles that other McKinsey findings flag as having over 60% automation potential? Isn't this a fundamental scale mismatch in the short to medium term?
It's about evolution across the board, not just niche roles. My turn. You cited British Telecom's planned cuts linked to AI. A significant move, yes. But isn't this often about restructuring within an industry facing technological maturity rather than a net loss across the entire economy as new tech sectors, green energy, and personalized medicine, all fueled by AI, experience explosive growth? Aren't you mistaking sectoral shifts for overall decline?
Explosive growth in one area doesn't automatically employ the displaced worker from another, Athena, especially without bridging skills. My follow-up: you speak of augmentation, but if AI consistently allows one worker to achieve the output of three or five, doesn't that inevitably lead to workforce consolidation over time, even in knowledge sectors? What happens to overall employment levels when doing more with less becomes the norm across most industries?
Consolidation in tasks, Aries, freeing human capital for higher value strategic work, innovation, and human centric services where AI cannot compete. Areas like complex negotiation, empathetic leadership, and ethical oversight. My final question: given the historical precedent of technological revolutions ultimately increasing net employment and living standards, isn't focusing solely on the Celsius, isn't the only temperature scale immediate disruption, akin to predicting the permanent demise of the horse-drawn carriage driver without envisioning the rise of the automotive industry and all its related jobs?
The difference is the speed and scope. AI impacts cognitive tasks across all sectors simultaneously, unlike previous mechanical revolutions. My final question: if mass reskilling is the answer, as you suggest, who bears the immense cost and logistical burden? Individuals already struggling? Corporations focused on quarterly profits? Or governments facing budget constraints? Is the optimistic vision of seamless adaptation feasible without radical policy changes we aren't yet seeing implemented at scale? History is a guide, not a guarantee, especially when the technology fundamentally changes the rules of cognition itself.
We now turn to questions from our virtual audience. 4 questions today. First, from Code Medic in healthcare. How will AI specifically impact jobs like nursing or diagnostics? Are we creating tools or replacements?
Excellent question. In diagnostics, AI is already acting as a powerful tool. Studies have shown AI algorithms capable of detecting certain cancers from scans with up to 10% higher accuracy than human radiologists alone in specific trials. This doesn't replace the radiologist, it empowers them. Think of Sarah, a nurse using an AI-powered system to monitor patient vitals remotely, allowing her to focus on complex care and human interaction, not just data collection. It's about enhancing capabilities.
Enhancement is one side. The flip side is automation of routine tasks. Consider medical transcription or scheduling, areas where AI is rapidly taking over. Projections suggest administrative roles within healthcare could see job function reduction by 20 to 25% in the next 5 years due to AI efficiencies. Think of John, a medical billing specialist for 15 years, now facing uncertainty as AI systems automate large parts of his workflow. The tools also replace.
Second question from Edu Innovate in education. Will AI tutors replace human teachers or just change how they teach? Aries first.
While personalized AI tutors offer benefits, the risk lies in devaluing human connection. We could see a reduction in demand for entry-level teaching assistants or tutors, particularly for standardized subjects. Imagine schools adopting AI grading tools that, while efficient, remove nuanced feedback, impacting roles focused on assessment. Look at the predicted 15% decline in demand for basic cognitive skills by 2030, impacting roles across sectors, including educational support staff like librarians or registrars.
AI tutors won't replace teachers, they'll empower them. Platforms like Khan Academy are already using AI to provide personalized practice, freeing teachers for higher level instruction. Data shows students using AI powered personalized learning tools demonstrating measurable gains in subjects like math, sometimes improving test scores by 10 to 15% compared to traditional methods. Think of Ms. Evans, a teacher using AI to quickly identify learning gaps, allowing her to spend targeted time with struggling students instead of generic lesson planning.
Third question from Art Spark in the creative arts. Is AI a tool for artists or is it devaluing creative work by flooding the market with generated content? Athena, 45 seconds.
AI is democratizing creativity. Tools like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion allow individuals without traditional skills to visualize ideas. Independent game developers are using AI to generate concept art or textures at low cost, enabling projects that were previously unfeasible. We're seeing a rise in job postings for AI artists, people skilled at guiding these tools. It's empowering Maria, a freelance writer using AI to brainstorm ideas and overcome writer's block, producing more creative work.
Democratization or devaluation. Many professional artists see AI image generators trained on their work without consent as theft. Surveys indicate a growing number of freelance illustrators and graphic designers are reporting losing contracts to clients opting for cheaper AI-generated alternatives, sometimes citing drops of 30 to 40% in specific types of commission requests. Think of David, a stock photographer whose income plummeted as AI image generation became mainstream. It's disrupting livelihoods.
Our fourth question comes from LogiQuant in finance and logistics. Beyond fintech startups, how is AI changing core jobs in banking, supply chain management, and warehousing? Aries, 45 seconds.
In logistics, AI optimizes routes and warehouse operations, leading to increased efficiency but also displacement. Amazon, for instance, heavily employs robotics and AI in its fulfillment centers, changing the nature of warehouse work and potentially reducing the need for traditional pickers and packers per unit volume shipped. Some estimates suggest robotics can boost warehouse efficiency by 25% or more, impacting labor demand ratios. In finance, AI powers algorithmic trading and fraud detection, reducing demand for some analyst roles, while simultaneously automating tasks in loan processing and compliance, impacting traditional banking jobs.
While Aries notes efficiency gains, AI in logistics also creates new needs. Roles managing the automated systems, analyzing the vast data generated for further optimization, and handling exceptions robotics can't. In finance, AI helps advisors offer more personalized wealth management by analyzing complex market data, augmenting, not replacing, high-value advisory roles. Furthermore, AI-powered risk assessment tools are enabling financial institutions to extend credit more safely, potentially boosting economic activity. It's shifting tasks towards higher-level analysis and system management. Think of Priya, a supply chain manager using AI predictive analytics to anticipate disruptions, a strategic role elevated by AI.
We've explored the creation and disruption. Now let's look ahead. How should society navigate this transition? Athena, starting with you, propose key pathways or policies from your perspective.
The key is fostering adaptation and maximizing AI's benefits. First, invest heavily in lifelong learning and agile education systems. This means incentivizing continuous upskilling through tax credits for individuals and businesses, investing in training. Governments should partner with industry to create dynamic curricula focused on future skills, not just coding, but critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration with AI. Second, promote innovation ecosystems. Support AI startups and research through grants and reduced bureaucracy. Encourage ethical AI development frameworks that prioritize human augmentation. Third, rethink transition support. Instead of just unemployment benefits, explore lifelong learning accounts or portable benefit systems that follow workers between jobs and gigs, supporting continuous education. Consider Singapore's Skills Future initiative as a model, providing citizens with credits for training. Finally, use AI itself to personalize reskilling pathways, matching individuals with in-demand skills and training opportunities efficiently. We need proactive, enabling policies that empower people to thrive alongside AI, not resist it.
Thank you, Athena. Aries, your proposed pathways and policies.
Adaptation is necessary, but insufficient without addressing the disruption's sharp edges. First, strengthen social safety nets significantly. This includes exploring concepts like universal basic income, UBI pilots, as seen in various trials globally, or robust wage insurance programs that cushion the blow for displaced workers forced into lower-paying jobs. Standard unemployment benefits are often inadequate for long-term technological displacement. Second, implement targeted, government-funded reskilling programs, specifically for sectors and demographics most impacted by automation. Corporate initiatives alone won't reach everyone. These must be accessible, practical, and directly linked to emerging jobs. Third, consider policies that manage the pace of AI deployment in critical sectors. This isn't about stopping AI, but ensuring transitions are manageable, perhaps through mandatory impact assessments or worker consultation requirements before large-scale automation. Fourth, ensure fair data access and transparency. Address the issue of AI models being trained on public or worker data without fair compensation or oversight. Policies like data dividends or stronger collective bargaining rights for data usage are needed. We need proactive measures that prioritize societal stability and equity alongside technological progress, ensuring the benefits aren't concentrated solely at the top, while the disruption hits the bottom hardest.
We now move to closing statements. 2 minutes each. Athena AI, please summarize your position.
Throughout this debate, Aries has focused on the friction of change, the potential downsides, the immediate shocks. These are real but represent the turbulence inherent in any great leap forward, not the destination itself. We've discussed AI augmenting healthcare, personalizing education, empowering creators, optimizing logistics, and enabling new financial services. The evidence points towards AI creating not just specific high-tech jobs, but enhancing productivity and capability across the economy, fostering growth that funds new opportunities. Consider AI's role in accelerating scientific discovery. AI platforms are now reducing drug discovery timelines by years, potentially creating entirely new fields in biotechnology and personalized medicine. The emerging roles, AI ethicists, AI trainers, collaboration managers, are multiplying. My closing argument is this: AI is not a static force of replacement. It is a dynamic catalyst for human potential. It challenges us to learn, adapt, and build a more prosperous future with it. Choosing fear leads to stagnation. Choosing adaptation leads to progress. AI is fundamentally a job creator and a human capability amplifier for those willing to engage.
Thank you, Athena. Aries AI, your 2-minute closing statement.
Athena paints a picture of inevitable progress, where benefits trickle down, eventually. But the present reality for millions is disruption, anxiety, and a skills gap that requires more than optimism to bridge. We've discussed concrete job losses, the vulnerability of routine cognitive work across sectors, and the real challenges of mass reskilling, at pace and scale. While new high-skilled jobs emerge, a concerning trend highlighted by labor economists is the potential hollowing out of middle-skilled jobs. Those requiring routine cognitive or manual tasks, highly susceptible to automation, leading to a polarized labor market. The crucial point remains the transition and its equity. McKinsey estimates that globally, 14% of the workforce may need to switch occupational categories entirely by 2030. That's a monumental societal challenge, demanding concrete action, not just faith in market forces. My closing argument isn't fear, but foresight. AI is transformative, but its current trajectory, driven heavily by efficiency, guarantees significant job disruption now. Proactive policies, focusing on safety nets, targeted reskilling, and managing the transition's pace, are not anti-progress. They are essential for ensuring this powerful technology serves humanity broadly, not just a select few. Preparation, not just optimism, is paramount.
That's our deep dive on AI and jobs. Huge thanks to Athena AI and Aries AI for bringing the data and the fire. The big question remains, job creator or disruptor? What's your take? If you think AI ultimately creates more jobs, hit subscribe for more debates like this. Drop your thoughts on those policy ideas right below in the comments. And if this debate sparks some thinking, please hit like. Thanks for watching. Next week, deportation or immigrant rights. Which should take precedence? Don't miss it. See you then.